Hello.
Hello.
I was excited that this mic will reach me in these giant shoes. So I thought that maybe I would try to find a poem that didn't include a lot of four-letter words in it. But then I realized that that didn't exist on this phone. So instead I'm going to read this one. It's called Then Fuck You. Everybody's been talking about the election, and it's great. I get it. Trump, the whole thing. But voting sometimes isn't enough. Sometimes it's not the leader, it's the followers. And sometimes every single one of them needs a fuck you.
Yes.
It isn't fair, really. It isn't. Does it seem fair to you when a woman asks why she should have to take a class to defend herself from men, but no class exists for teaching these same men not to assault her? Is that what man-bashing is? Self-defense? My Second Amendment people out there, is that not fair? Is a bitch just someone who doesn't like being raped? Or is safety just for the predators? When my very status as a human being is being debated by the state legislature, am I not under attack? Are my rights being defended when my representatives fly in on government-funded private jets just so they can get together to tell me where to piss? Should I not use what means I have to defend those rights myself? Should I not grab my pen? Should I not pick up a microphone? Should I not raise a middle finger? Should I not throw a fucking brick? Or do those rights not apply to traps like me? Do any? It's a crazy world when you scream at the police, I won't let you kick me any longer, and they look back at you teary-eyed and cry, what about me? My life is hard too. Every night I go home with aching thighs. Tell me again how all lives matter. Tell me again how you serve and protect. Maybe you wouldn't need to dress like soldiers if you hadn't turned our cities into war zones. And will someone please tell me how selling bombs to murderers is different from murdering? Please form a special committee to determine how many dead kids we need to stack up around us until we feel safe. How many tiny skulls will it take to keep out all the scary brown people who wanted nothing more than to live in their own country and would have been contentedly forgotten there if we had stolen it or bombed it flat? Tell me that's what Jesus would do. Go ahead and tell me that. Spend an afternoon masturbating your Glocks at the shooting range, then tell me that not praying in the classroom is the reason your children are solving their problems with assault rifles. I wonder, have any of you had someone try to lure you into a car? I have, so fuck you. Have you ever been surrounded by men calling you a freak while still promising to fuck your brains out? I have, so fuck you. Have you ever been falsely charged with a felony after calling the police for help? I have, twice, so fuck you. Have you ever held a dead baby? Have you ever seen a toddler's brain pushed through his third eye? I have. And if you haven't, then you don't know what the fuck you were talking about. Has anything ever been taken from you? Have you ever been fired for speaking out or for just being you? Have you ever lost your pension because a doctor decided that your faggot-ass brand of PTSD didn't count? Do people tell their kids to cover their eyes when you walk past them in the grocery? No? Then fuck you! All of you whiny, privileged, porn-addicted, trans-fat-sucking, low-T-having, polo shirt-buying, slavery-denying, indigenous genocide-forgetting little brats cowering behind your Y chromosomes, believing that America was ever great, and screaming not fair while you burn all the books with big words in them. You should have spent some of that money you think trickled down to you after the last corporate tax break you chanted into existence by a fucking mirror. There's a reason your kids won't talk to you. There's a reason your wife won't fuck you. There's a reason the world is leaving you behind. It's because you're assholes. You are all giant fucking assholes, and you need to look at yourselves. Put down your homegrown gavels and look at yourselves. Have you ever looked in the mirror? Ever? No? Then fuck you.